All right, let's do this. Hey everyone, I'm so excited to be here. And let me just press record. There we go. I'm so excited to be here. And as promised, I'm delivering another weekly webinar that is really all about supporting families to live more aligned with their values. Now, I promised that I was going to do this every week, but guess what? This week, today, it's a strike day here in Canada. I don't know if you've heard, but there's lots of striking happening in the school system. So the boys are home. And also we had this plumbing issue with our house. So we're out of the house all day to have that taken care of. But here I am anyways. I'm actually at my Nana's house. So it's like feels very Nana. And I'm going to deliver to you the similar webinar as last week, but always new stories and new insights, and I have new testimonials to share with you so that you can hear this when the timing is right for you and hopefully feel empowered to think a little differently, to prioritize things a little differently, and to learn some really actionable strategies to create a life for your family on your own terms that is really aligned with your values. Okay. So I think all of us, every single mom and dad out there, if I were to poll all of you and I said, what's the most important thing? You probably would say family, right? That is the number one thing for all of us. And in order to enjoy our family, we need incredible health. We need freedom. We need freedom, like control of our schedules. We need the finances to fund the lifestyle that we want to live. And we need to be able to feel healthy and on every level in order to give our best to our families. Like as the moms and dads, we're really setting the tone, right? And we need to be mentally and physically and strong and healthy in order to lead by example. So my name is Krista Rialba, and I'm here to share with you some principles, some philosophies, some strategy that I learned before I had kids. But when I was at that coffee date, almost 12 years ago, the woman who shared this opportunity with me and these strategies with me, she asked me, she said, when you have kids one day, which was like seemed so far away at that time, when you have kids one day, how are you going to maintain the level of work that you're doing right now? What is the long-term plan? And like a lot of other 25-year-olds, I wasn't thinking long term at all. And in fact, a lot of adults are really not thinking long term either. Like I've heard that people spend more time planning their vacation than they do planning their life. Let me repeat that. How many of you spend more time planning your vacation, like in all the excursions and everything like that, spend more time on planning that vacation than you do planning your life and your future and the legacy that you want to create for your family? Now that's a big wake-up call. Now I'm happy that I had that wake-up call before kids, but wherever you're at, whether your kids are in school or maybe they're not in school, maybe they're home because of the strike today as well, but whatever the case is, it's never too early, it's never too late to change your lifestyle and to become more aligned to your values and to live your life on your own terms. So if that sounds good, buckle up, grab a tea, grab a water, grab a coffee, whatever. And I'm going to keep this as short as possible, hopefully like 15, 20 minutes, and we'll go through all the opportunities. So let's do this. Let me just share my screen. Here we go. 1 minute, guys. There we go. Pull up the PDF. Here we are. Okay. Create a life, not just a living. So I'm here to explore practical solutions for you to create a healthier and happier life. Now, as I said, my name is Krista Rialba. I have a podcast called Ambitious Mama, where I interview all kinds of experts and incredible authors and just people who are really showing leadership and showing a new way of approaching everything from building a business to time management to parenting to creating wealth, health, everything, right? So check out the Ambitious Mama podcast. All right, here we go. So this is my fam jam. You may or may not see the kids hop in here or not. So we're the Rialbas, the life that we created. I want to go over a few kind of just truths about our life to hopefully inspire and then empower you to either duplicate it or create something that's really that's what you desire. So for our health, what we've created over the last decade plus is thriving health in our body. So we definitely, one of our core values for our family is our health. We prioritize that every day in the foods we eat, in the supplements we take, and being mindful and having, the balance of the screens and also the downtime, being in nature. Like we prioritize health and our overall well-being. Okay. Now that does not mean that we live these pure, perfect lives at all. The kids do eat sugar, but we prioritize overall our health. Okay. Now, because of that, not just the overall concept of being healthier, but the specific things that we have done to really change the game of our health is really quite impactful. So I'm going to share with you a little bit about the products that we started taking, the supplements, but the result of those supplements and the results of these habits have meant that the kids have never been on antibiotics. It's not because we don't believe in them, but because they haven't needed them. We do not go to the doctor for being sick. We just experience great health every single day. And it doesn't mean that some days you don't feel 100%, but overall, our health is incredible. And we feel very confident and empowered in our health because we are being preventative with our approach to our well-being opposed to reactive, right? So I think that's kind of a big key message right there, is really adapting a philosophy with your family that you are being proactive for tomorrow, for the future, and also for the long term, right? Just because as children we may have ate more processed foods, we took the yabba dabba do vitamins, we did the best that our parents knew at that moment. But we didn't go through that without any repercussions, right? The results were definitely a rise in a lot of degenerative disease because of all the processed foods and the lack of nutrients in our soil, right? As well as a rise of cancer and all kinds of things, right? The things that we're dealing with now as adults, right? So it starts early. We need to take care of our children and empower them with their health now. Okay, for our freedom. So I retired Mike when Curtis, the oldest guy there, when he was born. And the reason that I did that is because one of his life's passions is to be a stay-at-home dad. And he wanted to be super duper involved and to be a part of everything. And also to join forces with me in building our family business. So I thought that was really cool. And that's a freedom piece that we chose for our family. But that might not be the case for you. But having freedom as the ability to control your calendar, even if you do work for someone else, even if you are an entrepreneur or whatever's going on, it's like to have another stream of income that you're in charge of, where you are not being held to quotas or hours or anything like that. I think that's very empowering, so that you can always prioritize your family first. And then if things are out of alignment in your job or in your business, you can say, all right, I have the freedom to move over here and build this more. Okay. So for empowerment, this just means that, we are just like any other family out there. Life will still throw us curveballs. And when they do, we can catch them and we're able to pivot and feel empowered to say, okay, this just happened, but it's not the end of the world, because we have a vehicle of support, of community, of an income generating vehicle that we can up our game when necessary. A great example of that is before Mike and I had kids, Curtis, he arrived earlier, or we found out we were pregnant when we weren't planning necessarily. It was a little sooner than we planned. And we weren't set up to have a family yet. We didn't have a house yet that we owned. So we were like, okay, let's, game changer, let's rise to this occasion. And because we were empowered in terms of saying, hey, we want to give ourselves a raise, we were able to do that and to buy our first home. So leading by example. Now, I think it's so important as parents that we really mind our language, right? So if you're currently working in a job that you don't love, it doesn't necessarily light you up, I think it's really important to mind your language in terms of like, mommy has to go to work. Well, I have to keep a roof over your heads, like things like that, where it feels where we're kind of teaching them, not because we want to or not because we mean to, but we're teaching them that that's what a job looks like. So you don't necessarily like your job, and it's not necessarily fun or fulfilling, and it's not necessarily something that you feel great doing, right? So I think, that for Mike and I, one of our core values is to be role models to our children. So when I'm setting a goal, when we're setting goals as a family, we can say, okay, so we want to elevate our family in this way. Now, in order to do it, mommy gets to, I don't have to, I get to go and help these people by, speaking at this event, or by running this workshop, or by mentoring this person to create more freedom in their life, right? So I think it's a really cool idea to lead by example. And then legacy. Okay, so the legacy that we've created with our partnership that I'll share with you is pretty cool, because if something were to ever happen to me, the income that we've created is residual. So it will still arrive week after week when anything happens to us, right? And it's also willable, so it could pass on to the family. But also the legacy is much more than just money, right? It's also what you're known for, what your family's known for, the impact that you're making. And I think that is very empowering too, to have a vehicle that allows us to leave a legacy of good, of health, of empowerment, right? So we're excited about all of those things. All right, so finding a plan that works for you. I want to help you. Again, this is not a one size fits all approach at all. You may or may not be super inspired by our lifestyle. You may take little aspects of it. You may love your career, you may hate your career, but wherever you're at, there is room to apply some of these principles and solutions so that you can elevate your life in any of these ways. So I think it's really about being proactive for tomorrow and the future, and really, taking your mental health, your physical health, your financial empowerment, and your time freedom seriously. Okay. So you may love what you do so, so much, right? But how can you take better care of yourself? How can you model better health for your children? How can you become more empowered financially without necessarily working more hours? Because I'm assuming you don't have all this extra time laying around, right? Where you're just twiddling your thumbs. And then just really being proactive. Like, it's like, if you're in great health right now, amazing, right? Let's keep it that way. All right. So true health is created through mindful daily actions and consistent habits. And it starts with premium supplementation. To get the most from your supplements, you must embrace a lifestyle that includes a diet of whole foods, consistent movement, hydration, stress management, proper sleep, and overall mindfulness. Okay, so this is truly a holistic approach. And yes, it does involve supplementation. If you are currently feeling that supplementation is not necessary, I can definitely hook you up with any of a number of documents, of documentaries that really speak to how our food quality has changed over the years, but also with the technology around cellular nutrition, we can be much more proactive and help to heal and renew and protect ourselves on a daily basis. Okay. But if you are having any hesitation around like supplements or they don't work or whatever around that, that's totally okay. And it's okay to be honest because this is a journey of, I think, education as it was for me. I was definitely just showing up at the health food store and just kind of blindly picking up whatever, something kind of middle ground and just saying, okay, I'm taking my vitamins, but never really felt a difference, right? So, just like anything, there is a wide range of quality, potency, purity, and the partnership that we have will give you the absolute best. Okay. So I've partnered with USANA Health Sciences and I've been taking their supplements for, it'll be 12 years this May. And I'll just speak just really briefly to the point of self love. Okay. Self care. And if any of you are rolling your eyes, stay with me for a second. I think when you are truly valuing and honoring your body, you'll say, what can I do to nourish and nurture it? And it's really a piece of saying, I'm worth it. I want to feel my best so I can give my best to my children, to my career, to the world. And I'm going to take this daily ritual and take my vitamins every day. To me, that's really what it is for me. It's definitely like a ritual of saying, like, yes, I'm worth it and I'm taking care of myself. All right, so USANA has 4 different lines, and I definitely use all 4 of them, as does everyone in the family. So we have our nutritional supplements, which we are the absolute best in the world at. Don't believe me, I can hook you up with some research for sure, but the most bioavailable, pure, potent supplements on the market that will not break the bank. Okay. Celavive skincare products, you're going to have your paraben-free, your chemical preservative-free skincare with the science and all of the purity and potency of the supplements in a liquid type form, right? So cellular nutrition for your skin to help your skin to remember to be young again. Okay, so there's a lot of amazing, we could do a half-hour segment just on any of these lines, but I use Celavive every single day. Also, there's USANA personal care products, which would be your toothpaste, your oral probiotics, and other self-care products. And this is what our family uses. So if you want less maybe trips to the for cavities and things like that, but you want an overall like healthy mouth, there's incredible products there and incredible science for you to take a look at as well. But if you've learned anything about the connection between like oral health and overall health, it's quite substantial. Also, we have energy and food products. So if you follow me on Instagram or anywhere else, you'll probably see me sipping a smoothie, taking my my Rev tea. It's such a part of my life and keeps me healthy on the go. And it really supports me eating low glycemic. All right, so design your best health with the best products. Taking charge of your health begins with smart choices you make every day. USANA can help you become your best self with products that support optimal health inside and out. Science-based supplements help support daily wellness so you can keep up with your busy life. Balanced diet and energy products can fuel your fitness and weight management goals. And advanced skincare and personal care products help reveal your natural beauty. Trust your health to USANA's high quality products, and you can start living your healthiest, most vibrant life today. So follow these 4 simple steps to create a health regimen that works, that supports you with your health goals. So it really starts with the foundation. So step 1, start with a solid foundation by choosing the essentials or the cell essentials. That's what they're called, cell essentials. They come either in 2 bottles or in a box of prepackaged AM/PM supplements. You can also get prenatal cell essentials. Or if you're a child, you're going to have your USANimals, or if you're a teenager, Body Rocks. And then you add optimizers from there, step 2. And these are supplements, additional supplements to customize and to pinpoint any specific needs, concerns, health goals that you have. Okay, so everything from your cardiovascular health to any immune support that you're looking for. And we can talk more about that at a later date or to the person who shared this video with you. So then you select skincare, Celavive skincare and personal care products to help you look and feel amazing. And then number 4, round out your routine with food and energy products to help fuel your day. So this video here, I'd love to link to in the description. It's just a 2-minute video, two minutes and 22 seconds. That's really going to give you just kind of a feel of the integrity and just how the excellence of this company with like showing all the accolades and science and everything like that. So super fun, quick video. I'll link to it. So true health is being absolutely the best you can be with the conditions you were given and the situation in which you now live. True health is not just the absence of disease, it is empowering our bodies to perform at their optimal level. Okay, so let's look at this quote a little bit. This is from our founder, Dr. Wenz. So true health is being absolutely the best you can be with the conditions you were given. So maybe you were given, you inherited different things, maybe allergies, maybe any sort of ailments, things like that you're more prone to. And the situation that you're now living. So maybe you're living in a stressful situation. Maybe where you live has higher rates of cancer and autoimmune disease. Whatever you've been given in the situation you are living, true health is still available to you, and better health is available to you, no matter the situation, okay? There's a quote, and it goes like, genetics load the gun and lifestyle pulls the trigger. Okay, so true health is not just the absence of disease. And I hear this sometimes, what? I'm healthy. Amazing. Let's keep it that way. It is empowering our bodies to perform at the optimal level. And I've worked with people who are, real athletes, and they've run multiple marathons, like numerous new marathons. And they're just like, I'm good. I'm so healthy, and then they start taking their health pack. They start drinking Nutrimeal. They're like, whoa, this is the next level of health. And the same goes for our elite and Olympic athletes. They're obviously in pristine health, and USANA gives them that edge. So even though you might not be an Olympic athlete, you might not be athletic at all, we live very busy, demanding lives. So I think we also deserve for that next level of health and well-being, right? So this is Jen Brown. She is a 2-time Emmy Award winner, wife, and mom. And this is what she says about USANA. So not all vitamins are created equal. Jen says, I love USANA and what they have built both with their vitamins and through their research. So she takes the health pack and her boys take the USANAmals. I believe she takes many other USANA products, but that's what I have her on record saying. So that's Jen Brown, and she's there with one of our dear friends and partners, Dr. Oz, who we work closely with as well. All right, so Garcelle Beauvais, actress, author, mom, prevention. This is what she has to say about prevention. It's important for me to make sure everyone stays healthy, especially the kids, so that we can enjoy our far too limited family time together. So this is a really important piece here, right? Because a lot of families, their time is so precious, right? Mom and dad are both working full-time jobs, there's extracurricular activities, etc. So you want to make sure that on the weekends, on the times that you're together, that everyone feels good. So she takes the health pack and loves the Nutrimeal, and her children take the USANAmals. And then here's Megan Mickelson, Canadian hockey sweetheart. So gold medal hockey player, Team Canada, and mom. So she's been taking USANA products before she was actually a mom as well. She's been taking USANA products for a while. It's important to note that none of these people are paid by USANA. So they might have different partnerships when they are in training with products, etc. But these are genuine reviews, and I've met a few of them in person, and it's like they're taking their USANA products. So is Dr. Oz. Like if you see him behind the scenes, he's taking his supplements. So for Megan Mickelson, she says, you do what works for you. Whatever allows me to be the best athlete, mom, wife, friend, that's how I make my busy life work. I make sure I take care of myself. Otherwise, I can't take care of others, right? Hello, mamas, we are no good. And papas, we're no good if we feel like crap, right? We have to take care of ourselves. So she currently takes the Prenatal Cell Essentials, loves the Nutrimeal and Rev3, and is, in her words, obsessed with Celavive. That's our skincare line. So I wanted to share this with you. This goes back to that quote I shared about genetics. So this here is Dr. Christian Northrup on the left. Okay, so she's written a book called Women's Bodies, Women's Wisdom. She is one of the leaders in women's health. She was on Oprah all the time back in the day as like the female doctor, OBGYN, but she's just a real leader in women's health. So that's her with her daughter, Kate. And then on the other side, it's Kate with her daughter. Okay. So I love that they just shared that it runs in the family. It runs in the family, and that needs to stop. Okay. So if it does run in the family, whether it's health, whether it's a mindset, whether it's like bad habits, whatever it is, that needs to stop. Like, empower yourself, take control of your health, of your mindset, of your life. And then anything that is not going to serve future generations, it's like, let's cut that off and let's create a new reality of more positive things running in the family. Great health runs in the family. Prosperity runs in the family, right? Happiness runs in the family. All right. So to add to that, this picture was found on Kate Northrup's blog, and I love this. Beliefs and behaviors run in families, and they're more powerful than genes, right? So let's create and choose some other beliefs, habits, and behaviors for our family to create a happier, healthier, more prosperous family together, right? And for future generations. So I have a question for you guys that you might have not been asked or thought about before. And that is, what is your family's health budget? What is your family's health budget? You're like, I don't know, right? Now, if I were to ask you, what is your budget for your cell phone? What is the most you're willing to pay? You would say, I don't know, $100, $200. What is the most you're willing to pay on your mortgage, your car payment, your groceries? What is a reasonable amount to spend on your groceries weekly or biweekly? How much will you spend on the kids' shoes? When it's back to school time, how much are you going to spend on the kids' clothes? What is your budget for your self-care? What is your budget for your hair, right? How much do you spend on whatever you treat yourself to? Coffee, right? You might not have a budget whatsoever, but it's interesting to think about this. There's things that we spend and that we pay for, and it's non-negotiable, right? Non-negotiable. It's just got to do it, right? Doesn't matter what things are, whether things are currently feeling very abundant or not, or whether money's good or not, you still have to pay for those things. So what are the things that are non-negotiable? And are those truly vital for your family's health and well-being, for your health and well-being? Now, what if we created a health budget? What if you set at a certain amount per day or per month that you would be willing to spend for your family, for yourself and your family, to feel good daily, and also to be proactive for the future, right? Because once you get sick, the budget goes out the window. You're like, you go to the health food store, you buy all the things, you go to the drugstore, you buy all the things just to feel better. So what if you were more preventative about that? So think about it. Maybe you have a number, or maybe you're like, I don't need a budget. I'll spend whatever if these products are as good as Krista and all these people say that they are. I'm willing to give it a go. Or maybe you're like, things are super tight. I can spend $5 a day. I can spend $2 a day. Whatever it is, set it, because we can work with you for your health budget. Okay. So there's 3 opportunities, 3 solutions that I wanted to share with you, and they all will give you access to starting to explore the best possible supplements for your family and all of the other product lines that we offer. And just to start to just like experiment, give yourself 3 months. Could we feel better? Could this annoying ailment be subsided? Could I have more energy? Could I lose that weight that's been sticking? Could I have more clear skin? Could I feel confident filling in those nutrition gaps for the kids, right? Okay, so we have a VIP customer program that has no fees. So a lot of different VIP customer programs, there's a monthly or yearly fee associated. So no fees whatsoever. Also, no commitment or minimum spend. you will automatically receive 10% off of the retail pricing, so that if you were to go to usana.com, you would pay retail. So with your VIP customer account, you're automatically saving 10%, even if you're just buying one item one time. Okay, don't do that though. Won't be much good in that. You can manage your own online account, or also through an app on your phone. So you can log on or go through the app. You can also call the toll-free number. You will also receive different invitations to VIP events near you. So if you're local to me, we do a lot of cool things for our customers. Access to USANA wellness resources, like Ask the Scientist, where you can you can literally email the scientists your questions that you have on different products, and learn more about all the ins and outs of everything. You can also save 20% off of retail if you decide to commit to a 4-week or 8-week auto order. So a monthly auto order or a bi-monthly auto order, and you could save an additional 10%. Now, of course, you should go on auto order, because obviously the vitamins only work if you take them. The supplements only work if you take them. And it's a great way to save money, not worry about it, have it arrive at your door, and get the best possible price, right? But also there's no commitment with that. You can change it, modify it all through the app as well. Okay, so that's the VIP customer program. Those are my boys taking their Usanimals. They've been taking Usanimals since they could chew. Now I want to introduce you to a few moms, and also have a few more testimonials on my phone too. So this is Lauren Marion, and she is a mom of 2. And she says, I love how my kids ask for their vitamins because, quotations, mommy, all of my friends are sick, and I know my Usanimals keep me healthy and strong. Now, these are snippets of their long testimonials, which I think I included in the last webinar. So there's Krista K here, mom of 2, so pictured here with her son, Blake. So Blake, our 7-year-old, tells us that he loves being healthy now. This is huge, coming from a child who has lived much of his short life in hospitals. So Paula Videla Rodriguez, she's a mom of 2, and she says, knowing that I'm giving myself an opportunity to be around healthier and longer for my children is what drives me, and I trust USANA for life. So I also have a few other testimonials here I want to pull up. Let's see here. Okay, so this is Fernanda. She is a mom out in Naples, Florida. And she says, I choose to partner with USANA because because I want my family to be present. I want to be present with my family every day. I want my kids to grow up in an environment where positivity, empowerment, and personal growth is the norm, and where they can learn to have complete control over their livelihood. Shelly Boda from Toronto says, building USANA around our children has taught them such important principles: health, freedom, and being a boss. We are blessed we get to raise them to understand the importance of these principles for living a fulfilled life. And then Andre Gordon from Miami, Florida, he is a father of 3. He says, family is everything. Time is the most precious commodity. I chose USANA because I chose time with my family over all else, and I chose freedom. So that's about 5 or 6 families that I quickly shared a little bit of their testimonial. Now, they all started by trying products. They're like, let's try some products and see how this goes. Some of them also jumped into one of the other options that I'm about to show you. But the thing is this is about meeting you where you're at now, and USANA can grow to be what you need it to be for health, prosperity, freedom. Just recently, actually just yesterday, I had a young guy who is at a different stage of life than me, very much figuring out what he wants to do. And he's like, okay, I've been taking these Cell Essentials for a couple years, and they're so great, right? So I want to start to share them with others and maybe build this income stream alongside going to university. right? So I love that as well. Okay, so there's the opportunity. So you can start here and be a VIP customer, get on the products. The next opportunity is to be an ambassador. And this is where you would pay a small fee, whether you're in Canada or the US, just over $10. There is no commitment. You save the same amount, so 10% off of retail orders. You manage your own account online as well. And you'll also have an app on your phone that's called Customer Connect. And this is where you can literally share direct links to products that you are using in your everyday life. Okay, so when you're drinking your Nutrimeal shake, or you're taking your vitamins, or you're putting on your Celavive, or you're drinking your Rev tea, whatever the case is, the same way you would share anything, you now have an app to grab the specific link to that product and share it via text message, social media, whatever. And it's an easy way to earn commission by sharing links, like so easy, okay? The plumbers that are at our house right now, I literally just sent them about 7 referrals just by telling people in the neighborhood, we do this naturally. So if there's opportunities for you to also earn, that's pretty exciting, because you could potentially earn more than you're spending on your family's health budget, right? And sometimes that's a first goal for some families. You'll also have invitations to VIP events near you. If you're local to me, we have a cool book club going on. We have social events and a lot of ways to kind of just come together and to support you on your journey of just becoming the best version of you. And then of course, there's also the auto order discount available, which I couldn't go a day without taking my USANA products. So of course I have them shipped to my house monthly. All right, so there's another opportunity. Now, if you're really serious and you're like ready to create an incredible income stream. So just to clarify, just to make sure you guys really understand, our entire livelihood comes from our partnership with USANA. So we have built an incredible family business, right? Just as much a business as anything else. In fact, if you were to compare this to a coffee shop or to a traditional local business, our family income far exceeds what you could earn in a traditional business like that locally. It gives us the time freedom. We can build globally. We can travel. We don't have to worry about employees or a brick and mortar establishment. We run this entire business from home or from wherever we are. Okay, so in order to create a family business, that's your $11.95 plus your business pack of products with big savings. Okay, so I'm not talking about having an inventory of products like a store. I'm talking about you would place an order. There's a few different packages so that you could truly understand USANA completely. You can get a full USANA experience. So this would be an initial order, a one-time initial order that you would purchase to fully activate your business. Okay, so you'd save 10% on retail orders. You have the online app. You earn commissions by sharing links, just like the ambassador program. But you can also, with this opportunity, create powerful leveraged residual income by helping your customers earn too. Okay. So in this opportunity, in the ambassador opportunity, you're earning commission from people who are consuming products. But what if your customers over here, your VIP customers, they're like, well, I think I want to do that too. I want to start sharing links and I want to get my products paid for. So they want to share too. Then you would want to move into business builder mode, right? Because now you would have the ability to earn by supporting them to grow as well. So this is where the business gets really exciting because it's leveraged and it's residual. Every time the customer purchases, you get paid. Every time the person the customer who you not necessarily brought in, but someone else referred them, but you referred that person, you're also going to get paid, right? So you can build a really big, powerful business for your family with this option. And you can do it in like even as little as 4 or 5 hours a week, right? But it's really about thinking about the long term. Now, with this option also, you're going to have the ability to qualify for incentives and vacations. So my boys have been on so many amazing USANA, like just like experiences, vacations, and I would not actually want to book my own travel after traveling with USANA and qualifying for trips, because it's just so luxurious and it takes all the guesswork out of it. Invitations to VIP events, access to turnkey mentorship and training. So I'm a business coach with 12 years of experience at least. I've actually been building online businesses for 15 years. Previously, I was in the fashion industry, and I would be your mentor, or you'd have access to my mentorship because you're on my team, right? So you would have access to the most incredible mentorship, turnkey training, right? And we would support you with our global community of inspired men and women who are really collectively, they're collaborating, supporting each other, and we all are just like cheering each other on to reach our family's vision and our family's dreams one day at a time. Yeah, so it's really quite magical. I never thought in a million years that I would be doing this. I started out in the fashion industry and just really got my big wake up call, my big aha, when I was on the verge of burnout at 25 years old. On the verge of burnout at 25 years old, because I was just doing what I thought you had to do to be successful, which was just burn the candle at both ends and just go, 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 go. Always just thinking about the next pay, right? The next weekly pay, the next client that I was booking. And that was not sustainable. In fact, if I would have kept on that path, I would have hit a roadblock in my health. For my mom, she's such an incredible woman. She's taught me so many amazing life skills and just modeled like integrity and hard work ethic. But we had to learn self-care together, because she did the same thing that I was doing by like just going, going, going. And then eventually she got an autoimmune disease. And that's really when the light bulb went off for me. And I said, okay, that doesn't work. I need to find another way. And it was just around that same time that Leanne Jacobs came into my life and showed me another way. And that's when I met USANA Health Sciences, learned about, optimal nutrition, and learned about creating residual income in a leveraged way where I could grow with a team of amazing people and we could all succeed together. So that is really a wrap. There are 3 packages that are available for you. Okay. So depending on where you're at, whether you're in Canada or the US, they might be a little bit different, but they're really incredible pre-packaged sample packages based on what you like, your goals and what makes most sense for you and your family. So there's one that's really about digestive health and balance for your belly. So it might be weight loss, digestive health, getting rid of any inflammation in your body. We also have a package that is more geared towards energy. Okay, so energy at the cellular level, and not just like physical energy, but like literally feeling alive at the cellular level. And there's also a more premier pack where you would be able to sample everything, practically everything that USANA offers, except for some Nutrimeal. But the full supplement line, as well as the skincare line, health packs, probiotics, etc. So you can really take care of all of those in your family. And you'd also have a tiny bit of inventory that you could sample, that you could sell, but you have a full line to work from, and a lot of people are most comfortable with that. So they have tangible products on hand to show people, and to whether you're sharing at your house or at venues or things like that. This really works really well if you have a yoga studio or some sort of clinic or office. You can set up a display. This works really well for that as well. All right, so there's 3 packages. They might be a little bit different based on what market you're in, but there's always a huge savings. Okay, so around $380 Canadian for either of these packages, and then the larger package for about $1,000. And the savings is quite substantial. So here you're saving about $100, and this one here you're saving $250. So like $350, plus you get your first check, you get access to our first convention, which is an incredible empowering event with incredible speakers, and just like such an opportunity for personal and business development. But definitely the person who shared this with you can go into more details on these packages. So that's just a quick recap here. We have 3 solutions for you and your family: the VIP customer program to become an ambassador, or to become a family business builder and build something super awesome for your family, both short-term and long-term. So my name is Krista Rialba, and I am here to support you on your path, on your journey of creating the most healthiest, happy, thriving family, and for future generations to come, right? Like, let's think even that much further ahead. Like, let's think about our grandchildren, right? Because how much fun will that be? But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your interest. And I look forward to speaking with you directly, or one of my colleagues, friends will support you in exploring more as well. We'll talk soon. Bye, guys.